Have you ever wondered why Ukraine and Russia have such a complicated relationship? What events led to the intense territorial disputes we hear about today? Let's dive into this tangled web of history and understand it together. And hey, if you find this intriguing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more insights like this. Centuries ago, both these nations shared a common bond as part of a grand federation known as the Kievan Rus. Imagine a family living together in harmony. But like any family drama, an unexpected twist came in the form of the Mongol invasion. This invasion acted like a storm, breaking the unity and creating smaller, separate groups. As the Kievan Rus lost its strength, Moscow saw an opportunity. Picture a sibling trying to claim a bigger share of the inheritance. It began stretching its territory, eyeing lands that were once part of the Kievan Rus. Meanwhile, in Ukraine, a group called the Cossacks rose to prominence. These weren't just any group, they were like rebels with a cause, forming their semi-independent state. But the world back then was a treacherous place. The Cossacks, sensing danger, sought protection. They turned to Russia, thinking of it as an elder sibling. Both parties signed the Treaty of Pereyaslav. On the surface, it seemed like a mutual pact, but beneath it lay simmering tensions. Things took a more dramatic turn in the 18th century. Imagine you've baked a delicious pie, and everyone wants a piece. That was Ukraine's fate. It was divided among three big players of the time: Russia, Prussia, and Austria. This division left deep scars on the Ukrainian landscape and its people. Russia, having tasted power, wanted more. Throughout the 19th century, it sought to mold Ukraine in its image. Picture someone asking you to abandon your uniqueness and adopt their traits. Ukraine's vibrant language and rich culture were suppressed, driving a wedge between the two nations. Then came the whirlwind of World War I and the Russian Revolution. The ground shook and old orders collapsed. Ukraine, seizing the moment, declared independence. It was like a bird tasting freedom for the first time. But this freedom was fleeting, as bigger powers, especially Bolshevik Russia, loomed large, wanting to cage the bird again. By the end of the tumultuous 1919, Ukraine found itself part of a new entity, the Soviet Union. It wasn't just a name change. Ukraine's borders changed too, moving like sand dunes in a desert. World War II was another pivotal chapter in this saga. During this war, the Crimean Peninsula, a jewel in Ukraine's crown, changed hands. After the dust settled, Crimea found itself under Russia. This move was like taking away a cherished memory, and it continues to be a thorn in their relationship. 1991 was a landmark year. The mighty Soviet Union crumbled, and from its ashes, Ukraine emerged as an independent nation. But shadows from the past, especially the status of Crimea, haunted the present. The year 2014 was a turning point. Tensions that had been brewing for years erupted. Russia annexed Crimea, leading to the intense Donbas war in eastern Ukraine. The world watched, many in shock. Countries responded with sanctions against Russia, while peace talks tried to mend the rift. But finding common ground was like trying to mix oil and water. Today, Ukraine leans towards new friends like the European Union and NATO. Russia, feeling left out, is wary. It's like old buddies drifting apart, each finding new circles. The heart of their current discord is Crimea. Ukraine sees it as a lost treasure, while Russia claims it as its own. And as we wrap up this tale, if you found this dive into history insightful, please subscribe and share with friends. Let's spread the word and understand our world a bit better, one story at a time.